What's up, everybody? Look who made it. Joey is here. Welcome back to Web3
Hey.
DJs. Yeah, your number one source for all things NFT, crypto, Web3. If it's happening in this space, we're talking. Sorry, we're a little bit late. We had some technical difficulties. Somebody left the coffee pot on or something like that, but we got it all taken care of now. We got an awesome show brewing for you guys today. As a matter of fact, we're here with the very first company that I saw leverage their IP to build a brand successfully. And we're going to talk about that and their story here today. Live from the gutter, welcome Guttermud.
Gang, gang. What's
Gang,
up,
gang.
my guys?
Yes, sir. Gang, gang. Welcome. Thanks for coming on the show. And before we get started, Guttermud and their team have so graciously donated 3 bags of their premium coffee here to one of you guys who's out there listening. So if you're watching this show, just comment on the show wherever you're watching it, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. And at the end, we will choose somebody to win. Share the show, comment on it, check out Guttermud. Appreciate all the love. We'll choose one of you guys to win a bag of your choice. So yeah, thanks for joining the show, guys. Really, we just kind of want to start off and hear a little bit about you two. What is your background outside of Web3?
All right, yeah, for sure. Me, myself, right now, so I didn't think, doing what I'm doing, I would get B. So to venture out, to build something, to find the bridge between I learned with crypto, venture that me and Joey have really brought together to try to build a brand that's successful, try to build something that could probably compete with Starbucks one day. And everything, it was just a perfect time to get in. We seen an opportunity. We just sitting in the garage one day, just a garage thought, and we just brought it all together and put our hands dirty on some beans.
So do you have experience in coffee? Like, were you doing something in the beverage space, or did you just kind of figure it out? You said, hey, I want to use this, and then do something coffee seemed like a fit, or do you guys have a background in that?
Yeah, so actually we didn't have a big background in coffee before this, but a friend of a coffee shop, and he does all of his own roasting and everything, has it all set up like in his backyard. And we really were like keen on the idea. We've seen how successful he was just doing it without a community like the Gutter Gang. And we figured, hey, if he that, I mean, we have to really push this forward when it gets out there. And shout out to the gang. I mean, without them,
Shout out to the gang for sure. So how did you guys first get introduced into Web3?
So we were cryptocurrency around 2019.
Okay.
And that's what about a year and a half ago, we stumbled upon NFTs, and into was called Top Dog Beach Club. And we minted these things. We laser eyes, like we were like, this is like trading Pokemon cards again.
Yeah.
And then we got into the Twitter, and then we'd seen the people that were here, the people that are trying to build something. Like anybody could go and try to start their own business, but to have like a community behind you that's supported to succeed, because not only does it help us, it'll help the brand itself grow.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
Joey, but...
No, that's okay. No. I totally agree with what you're saying. So the Gutter Gang is, I don't know, in my opinion, one of the strongest out there. Like, if you get a gutter, first day you're going to have probably 100 people follow you. And it's been strong like that since day one. So I couldn't agree more with your choice. Yeah.
So good. The people who like really got in, like, so every day they're grinding the Gutter Gang. They're grinding, shouting out, doing everything they can to bring in other celebrities. And it's the nonstop grind from the people in the community that it's one of a kind. Like we've been in other NFTs and other communities, and
Yeah, for sure. I mean, so
No,
so
100%.
my, I was telling you a little bit about this earlier. I purchased some gutter mud already, and this was probably several months ago. Actually,
Yeah,
it may have been when you guys were even first
fun.
starting. Yeah, and the whole reason I purchased was because people around me in the space were hyping up the gutter gang. I wasn't in the gang at that point, but I thought it was so cool, and I saw you guys come up. I was like, well, I might not own the NFT, but let me, just ride that wave into your physical product. And I was sharing with you earlier, the ones that I tried were the Mamba here, the Crazy Carl Coffin, the King Camo as well. So yeah, definitely really awesome. I think it's a great way to leverage your IP to help build your brand. And so, do you guys own all of these NFTs? Did you maybe like lease them from other people in the gang? How exactly does that work?
We don't own all of them. Joey owns all of them. I own just a cat on one of them. I forget which one it is, but the other ones we who wants to put their species on a bag. Like, would you be interested? Up and
Damn.
we're like, for us to use your IP rights, we'll give you like a royalty. So still trying to figure out where to donate charity of their choice. So that's how
Okay.
we went about that. Also, shout out to Gutters, whatever he owned. So the Morning Mamba was just perfect fit for that cat.
Oh, for sure. So it like really click for you guys of like, we don't have to wait around on the project to deliver utility. We can take matters into our own hands and leverage to build, like you talked about, build something great.
Yeah. So first got started, we're really just like, it's talk, it's all talk and put the gas down. So we started looking at vendors at first, and we're like, maybe we'll go with a vendor and outside. Our buddy who roasts his own coffee, he said that he could do for us and beat every other. So to have something fresh, homemade, coming from a source that we know, we're like, we have to get this out there. Is amazing.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Once we enjoyed it, we're like, we have to spread this. We got to get it out there. People, not only does it coincide with their NFTs in the Web3 space, but it's that book coffee every morning. Everyone's on Twitter. Good morning, good morning. Every Deegan's out there with their cup of mud, scrolling OpenSea. And we just felt that coffee was just such a perfect fit for this space. Look, yeah.
Yes, sir. And
See,
shout
you got
out
some
to
gang gangs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sammy Stock showed up. We got. Oh, that's awesome. So how does the relationship work between both of you? Who does what in the business?
So we try to take everything on together shorthanded, but Joey actually owns his own clothing brand, Live Easy, about 5 years ago. So having Joey with me to grow this was, he knows how to start a business, how to go through things, how to set up marketing, how to go about click on your page to see what you want, to see what you have. He has a real business ventures. He also owns his own welding company. He's well versed in the space business.
Yeah, and so I've got your merch pulled up here. Is he the man behind all of this magnificent stuff here?
He takes behind all of it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
So how have things been? So how
on too. Nice quality.
So how
Go
have
ahead.
things been going since you guys started? How long have you officially been in business, and what's it been like?
So July we hit 5 months, and it's still everything's still so new. We think we've seen everything, and then we get a question about someone. We're like, wow, we didn't even think of that. So it's pretty cool to see that, and I'm just looking forward to really building this and trying to make it a household name. gang's growing, and with the expansion of the clones, they're going to be able to reach a much larger NFTs, and not to mention, like we said, the community behind it. The devs always fucking over deliver every time, and that's what we love. It's a feeling like no other being a part of this.
Yeah, most definitely. And so, are there any other projects that you're involved in, or maybe projects that you've seen in the space and you thought like, wow, that might make a really good coffee flavor? I'd be interested in that. Or are you trying to stay? What are your thoughts on that?
We thought about doing a white label service, out of the gang if they wanted to do something like that. But at the end of the day, it's not worth it to us. We want the Gutter Gang holders. Nice. We want them to brag. Like, look at what we have. We have our own coffee brand. My NFT on and promote it to whoever I want. And it's to have that stone to start with.
So what's your guys' number one lead source? Where do people buy it or find it? Is it Twitter, or are you advertising elsewhere?
Twitter right now. We were looking into doing advertisements. We even wanted to do us. We live by like Point Pleasant. It's like a beach town. So in the summer times it gets crazy. By this time next year, we want to open up a little shop, which we'll throw a big opening the gang and try to really accommodate for everybody, do something big. That's like our goal by to 2023.
Yeah, that's actually awesome. First of all, like, definitely want to applaud you on that. Early congratulations, best wishes might be the better way to say that, but like that's really, really awesome. And so along those lines, do you know if you're set up anywhere physically now? For instance, your buddy shop, does he carry some of your product, or is there anybody who's bought in bulk and put it in their store, whether it be a gift shop or anything like that?
Yeah, we have a little coffee shop near where we like to put some bags up for us. They thought the concept was cool, and with the summer rush around where people our age, who are in touch with the Web3 and the crypto space, and one time they're like, oh my God, like I know what that is. And then they look up Guttermud, and then they look up Gutter new member.
Very nice. Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the website again, because obviously there's definitely an element of putting on this cool, new wave of, I guess, a cartoon character that people haven't seen before, almost like an adult cartoon character out there that makes you interested in the package. But I think your marketing is great all around. Something else that really attracted me to the product is the black bags. And everything is black about this. I think it really captures that gutter feel, and it's excellent all the way around. So what were your thoughts around the black bag, as well?
So Joey actually was the one who made the executive decision to go black white bags, and we were starting to put everything together, and then I forget what scene, black coffee bags, and we both broke our necks. We're like, wait a second, and was on it, and we just thought it made the background color pop more, like
yeah, for sure,
purple on black. I feel like the accent really brings out the most of the quality of the NFT itself.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
No, it's definitely unique.
Oh, go ahead, Hofstra. I think we got a little delay.
No, I was just going to say it's definitely unique. And I think in the space, like we've seen, what's the Bored Ape, the burger joint that they're doing?
Bored and Hungry.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah, Bored and Hungry. No, and it's cool seeing the, because I kind of look at Gutter Cat as like, you got Bored Apes and you got Gutter Cats. Like if you know that time period in NFTs, it was like, those were the two hyped projects at the beginning, and a lot of Bored Apes are in gutters, and just the support that was in it. I was there for the mint when it got botched, and I didn't know enough about how to mint when it happened, so I didn't mint, and I got frustrated. But it's cool seeing the evolution, but it's interesting to see this start, because like you guys are kind of new, taking the IP and doing something with it. I think other people are doing it, but it's just like, it's so early. I know that's so cliche to say, but what you guys are doing, you know, I think you'll look back on it and be like, oh yeah, we were quick to the jump on that. Yeah.
I know people still say it now, you know, we're early in NFT.
Right.
And believe it or not, I think we are. Some mass majority of people just, they don't know, they can't comprehend it. They really don't are. Like once Walmart put an NFT out and gives them accounts at Walmart for owning it, it's really going to click. And that's what I see just the whole so much. I can't even.
Yeah, so, for sure.
So I was going to maybe just ask, like, you've been in the space for a while. What's your take? Where do you think things are going? We're in a little bit of a weird period right now, but, you know, what are your thoughts?
Right now, I think it's just for a little bit. I know every year, once quarter 3 rolls around, quarter 3, doesn't matter what it is, tends to crash. But I really think if the people who stay building by early January, I see us going back above where we were. It makes kind of no sense when you think about it. When Ethereum's low, people panic sell. You're supposed to be buying when it's low.
We always say buy when you're sad. Yeah. Buy when you're sad.
Smart. And once ETH starts running again, and though you know what happens, and one day it just blows up.
Yeah, I got the charts pulled up here, and today, which is July, what is it, the 13th?
13th.
Yeah, July 13th, we got Bitcoin back at 20,200, up 0.08% in the last hour, up 4.7% over the last 24, but down 1.4% over the last 7 days. Ethereum up 6.79% over the last 24 hours, which is really interesting considering the inflation numbers that came out in the United States, but it's down 6.17% over the last 7 days, so almost a wash. And Hofstra was just saying that inflation was over 9%. And I think that's the highest it's been in 4 decades. It was 9.1%, right? And that is on the CPI. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you're not alone. I didn't know what it was really until this morning because I saw people making fun of others who didn't know it, and I was like, all right, well, I don't want to be one of those guys. Let me just do a quick Google search. It stands for the Consumer Price Index, and essentially what it is like a way to measure how much the average good has increased or decreased. So on average, you take a good and it's increased about 9.1%. And finally, Hofstra loves Solana, so we'll bring Solana up out there for all of our Solana fans as well. $35.07.
Don't believe that.
Yeah, up 7.46% in the last 24 and down 5.49% over the last 7 days. So, yeah, man, I totally agree with everything that you were saying. Buy when you're sad, sell when you're happy. It's really tough because it's so counterintuitive, right? You know, whenever you see your portfolio going up, you just start to have these grandeur dreams that it's going to never stop going. And
agree,
like learning to take profits. Oliver went broke taking profits. We bring it up here all the time.
Well said, my man. Today's price ain't yesterday.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah, speak Ethereum. Are you guys taking crypto as payment?
Oh, great question.
Yeah, at our website, we a couple, I believe Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Litecoin,
nice.
Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash possibly too.
And how was the interfacing on that? Was it difficult to find someone that could do that, or did you source that out? Like, how did you figure that out?
Joey out how to code the website for that and link the wallet to it, our Guttermud wallet, and surprised by how easy he was able to set that up.
That's even cool. Take Litecoin.
Yeah, like Litecoin too.
Shoot, and for those
how many people have bought it with crypto versus USD?
Surprisingly many. Like most are USD.
Really?
We've had like an Ethereum purchase, but you have to pay gas on a purchase like that, and people are like,
right?
Why don't I waste the extra $1?
Yeah, so you guys, I would say, are the resident coffee experts. How do you take your coffee?
I eat black, and people look at me crazy for it, but it's the only way I wake.
Yeah, Hofstra needs a lot of sugar and cream and butter and things like that in his coffee. He says
Don't believe
otherwise
it. Don't believe it.
it tastes too bad. So
I
is
love that bitter bite. I love it. That morning bitter bite, so good.
I told my wife, we were talking about the same thing. It's kind of coffee because coffee is one of those things where actually the worse that it tastes, the more likely someone's gonna say, "These are good beans."
Good.
Yeah, if you taste something and it's like, ooh, those are good beans.
A real coffee connoisseur is gonna make, yeah,
That hit the spot right there. Is there a bag or a flavor that's like the most popular or one that you like the most? What is like your best seller?
our highest sell. And shout out to the Crazy Carl Collective, because that's a community like no other. They really do it big over there, and once one Carl commits to something, they all commit to it. A great advocate for us, Carl himself letting us use at his community, the brand, and he's just been amazing with us.
Yeah, it looks great. I will say, I wonder how many people are buying it just for the cat, right? Because it is one of the coolest cats you have out there.
Dude, how many people are going to buy these just to put on their shelf, as a collectible, not even just to have something unique like this.
Yeah, I actually contemplated.
No, absolutely.
Oh, you got it, Hofstra.
No, I was gonna say absolutely. Anybody that owns a gutter that would get a bag like that would trip. It'd be like,
yeah,
I know. Actually, I know. One of our buddies, Wormio, he got one, man, and he was so stoked to get his bags, and he was posting all about it.
It's awesome, man. And it makes me so happy. Product in hand, you get excited. Like when I first had my first bag, it's just so cool. It's such a unique thing to have, especially when you're crazy in this space. It's just so cool.
Well, yeah, especially in a space that's revolving around non-tangible assets, right? I know it's NFT, not NTT, but oh snap! I think we lost our boy here. We shall.
Yeah, sorry. We've had a little bit of technical difficulties on this one since the get, so the audio is not right. Apologize about that. Sometimes we're getting people from all over the place, and not everybody's wired in, or everybody's internet's different. But usually it's running pretty good. So apologize if.
Here's Joey back. But that being said, again, this is a great time to bring it up. Remember, we are giving away 3 Guttermud, the winner's choice. So if you guys are watching the show right now, all you got to do is comment from wherever you're watching. If you're watching it on Twitter, leave us a comment. On YouTube, leave us a comment. On Twitch, leave us a comment. We're going to choose 3 winners after the show, and you'll be able to choose any Guttermud coffee bag that you want, winner's preference, and we'll ship it out to you. So definitely let that go on. Are you with us, Joey? May not be.
The cat is. We can see the cat. Oh, there he is.
Yo, what's up, Joey?
Yeah, see this? No,
While Joey's coming, the other thing that we haven't brought up yet is if you're enjoying this content, the number 1 thing that you can do is tell a friend about it. Number 2 thing you can do is check us out on Twitter, on YouTube, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. And honestly, I think what would be really cool is if you tell us who you'd like to see on the show next. Let's start tagging them in the comments and get them here with us on Web3 DJs.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we may have to just cut this short. We've been having some technical difficulties, but we really want to. There he is.
I got
a
rug, bro.
It wouldn't be the NFT space without getting rugged.
Everybody got rugged.
Just add a little suspension.
For sure, 100%.
If you're not getting rugged, are you really even in the space? Come on.
Exactly. I had to give people what it feels like to really, because it doesn't feel good.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Twitter.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what's next for Guttermud? What's your end goal?
All right. So a little bit of alpha. It's something
Oh,
we've been
snap. Hold
working
on. He told us we were going to get a Web3 DJ exclusive alpha leak here. So make sure you're listening up. Here we go.
All right. So we've been working on something. And we want to, before we release it, but we want to drop a small collection of an in turn give you a full lifetime. If you hold the NFT, a bag of coffee a month, your choice.
Dang.
And we're really working to do like traits. We could do flavors. So if someone wants like the French, and they'll buy that NFT with that trait, and then that's the bag that they'll get monthly.
Wow, that is outstanding,
So
man. I think we've seen time and time again, like subscription models are huge. They're
Yeah.
a great way to for the business and for the consumer. They're awesome because for the consumer, we set it and forget it, right? The coffee just winds up
It's
on
a
my
win-win.
doorstep. There it is. Yes, sir. So again, if you didn't hear that, they are working on dropping a small, and this is going to be exclusive, right? An exclusive NFT collection. You're going to have to grab it, and you'll wind up with a lifetime membership to Guttermud, and they will send you coffee monthly. That's
And
awesome.
we
That's the cool
Really
thing
awesome.
about
announce
that's the
it
cool thing about the
first
space.
Discord. That was first. We want the gang to be the people who.
You'll announce it in the Gutter Cat Gang Discord? Is that what you said? Nice. I'm going to
Yeah, we'll try to
writing it
get it
down.
out there so everybody could see, that the community could see.
See, that's the cool thing about NFTs, and like if you understand it, they say utility, but this is the way things are going to happen in the future. It's going to start with an NFT, and then it's going to back.
I agree.
You're going to be into the Discord. You're going to get giveaways. You're going to do all this stuff. That's why I was so excited about NFTs when I got in, because I was like, man, this is the future of pretty much everything. The way that consumers are going to buy products, be in these exclusive membership clubs, the service that you get with that, the exclusivity. That's what people really want. And it's cool that you guys are doing that, because it's just another spin-off of where things are going to go and how to build a community.
100%, man. The future is geared for this space, whether people want to believe it or not, because we're coming.
For sure. And Hofstra and I hop on the call every, show about an hour, so we can kind of line up our show, just, talk, get warm. One of the things that we were hitting on today is it's tough to be in so many different projects because you're not able to keep up with them all, right? It takes effort to understand what's going on and so on and so forth.
Really
and then on top of that, it's tough to be in projects that say, okay, well, you need to make sure you're doing this every week. On Tuesdays, you need to do this. On Thursdays, you need to do this. If you don't do this on Saturday, then you won't get to do it next Tuesday, so on and so forth. And what we really want is something like this. Let us buy the NFT, let it sit in our wallet, and give us the utility, right?
Exactly. Pump our bags, well, baby.
There it is.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
Sir. Absolutely.
Hey, so we're kind of coming up. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but before we wrap, is there anything that like you want to tell the viewers, or tell us where you can find your coffee at? Leave them with some ways to find you guys.
Yeah, for sure. And first things first, we want to give just a pure shout out to the gang. Everyone has been so supportive, so great. From the founders themselves to the people, everyone's been so supportive, and we appreciate everything that you guys. One day, once Guttermud is blown up like Starbucks, we will take care. You can find anything we want, anything you need on Guttermud.com as well. You can reach out anytime to me, KennyPowers.eth, or to DH. We'll do our best to get right back to you and people in this space.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
go buy some coffee.
Yeah, I'm pulling up your socials. We'll have them linked in the description. I do have two more quick questions.
Yes.
First, one of the hottest topics that's going around all anybody who's associated with the Gutter right now is GutterCon. Can we expect to wake up early for GutterCon with some Guttermud? You guys think you'll be able to make it out there?
We're gonna try to see if we can get set up a nice, give some bags out, or have like a coffee machine going, hand out free cups. You know, we the event. We want to really stick our name out there and show that we're here. You know, that's who we're doing it for. We're doing it to help a community, to really with people we enjoy being around. You know, if you go into the buy sell trade Discord, you'll make a lot of friends there, and it could be fun. It's a good, so welcoming. You know, whether welcoming in their own way, they want to.
For sure. Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on. Again, one last time, here is the Guttermud page. Everything you need is found right here on their Twitter. They got the links to their website where you can purchase it using all sorts of different types of payment. Thank you again so much for coming on to our show. Really appreciate your time. Before you go, I do have to ask you, do you know why the hipster burned his tongue?
He was smoking a joint.
He drank his coffee before it was cool. So
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
yes, sir. So all right, guys.
Classic.
Well,
We appreciate you having us on the show, man. It means a lot. We love building with people like you guys. You know, the ones who bring communities together, and it's something special you guys are building here as well, and we appreciate that.
yeah, man, our pleasure. Thank you for saying that. For those of you watching, again, this is your last chance to enter the giveaway. All you got to do is comment wherever you're watching from. Give us some positive feedback. Give us negative feedback as long as it's constructive criticism, right?
Exactly. All criticism is good.
Absolutely.
just about you.
Right, just about me. I could take it. Hofstra, he'll be laying in his bed at night. You know, did they really mean it? But no, yeah. Whatever you guys need
Y'all
to do.
know how
I'll be like, show up
Kenny
at my
rolls.
front
Kenny
door. Let's
don't
do
give a fuck.
Right, absolutely. So yeah, again, thank you so much for coming on. We're the Web3 DJs. They're Guttermud. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out their page. We'll have the link to everything in our socials. Until next time, work on your 3-point shot because you know, I'm hitting the hoops every single day. 1,000 shots a day before I leave
Basketball
the gym.
tournament coming up too. Gang's gonna have a team in the basketball tournament
good
on
call.
ESPN coming
Good
up.
call.
Absolutely.
Can't wait for that.
I'm into sports betting and that sort of thing, and so you know I'm gonna go big on. Yes, sir. All right, everybody. Y'all have a great, safe evening. Until next time. Oh, before we go, we got another big show lined up for you guys Wednesday. This Wednesday at 5 p.m. with the CEO of the Crypto Cannabis Club. Yeah, that's one of Hofstra's OG entries. Actually, one of the ones that really got me into the space as well. So make sure y'all tune in for that.
That's
Absolutely.
Awesome.
All right, my
We'll
friend.
be tuned in listening.
Thanks,
That's
man.
it. All right.